West came down to chase that defensive rebound.
Sets up Paul George, who knocks down the three for his first shot of the night. Well, the Kings right now are not having a hard time knocking down shots. 7 out of 10. Back door, George caught it and lays it up and in.
Wait for it, and rightfully so, and look what it leads to.
Right out of the inbounds play. Perfect lob, perfect execution, and Adams.
And it's just a matter of time, you know, before these things start to all come together.
Another alley-oop and another finish. Beautiful play with a nice closeout there on Bjelica. Bjelica this time wants to drive. Dumps it down. Willie Cauley-Stein got blocked underneath. Here come the Thunder. Diallo up ahead. Nice feed from Westbrook in the finish with the reverse on the left hand. Patterson open. Straightaway three. Got fouled. Counted. Thunder on offense. The offense has been okay. As Schroeder drains one from downtown, and that is a sight much needed to be seen. Nice rebound by Paul George underneath. Schroeder made a three earlier, knocks down another one.
Horford. Westbrook gets it down. Adams, and a good start here by Oklahoma City.
Working the post like that does so much for a team.
Marcus Smart out of Oklahoma State. Grant, and shove. It counts in the foul.
Every night of his size, watching Westbrook, I often feel the same way.
Westbrook with the lob for Adams. Beautifully executed. Marv Albert, Chris Webber, Ali LaForce. Nice setup from Westbrook.
Over the summer, not being able to play his game, rehab like he wants, and play at the same time, Kyrie is trying to find a rhythm as well.
George able to drill it for three.
Just to see a bunch of shots go down in a minute to get back their groove, it's not that difficult for this team with great chemistry.
Oh, beautiful pass. Westbrook with the chest pass inside for Adams. That jump ball, so they give it to Oklahoma City. Abrinas for three. That's what they're looking for from Alex Abrinas.
They look for Westbrook to try to get in the pick and roll, attack, and make some spacing for himself.
Catch and shoot for Abrinas again from downtown.
Trying to make his move. A little burst of acceleration, too strong on the runner. The hit ahead, Jeremy Grant got behind Anderson, and the two-handed stop. What a pass. Jackson sets up Anderson right on cue. Not that time. He's now 4 for 19 from three. How about this? Now guarding Westbrook. Westbrook has been without a point. Not a problem, though, because there's Jeremy Grant hustling his way up. Westbrook. And George wants that three, and he buries it from the left side. Paul George.
You know, just a tough shot by Crawford that they didn't bail him out and get a foul on.
Grant, can he line up the three? He does, right down the pipe. Jeremy Grant. Oh, what an athletic play, just couldn't finish.
Well, that was a tough play for him to grab, too. Almost made it go down. I'm really speechless. You are, too. I guess the ball doesn't lie.
Westbrook finds the trailer, and Noel with the stuff.
At home, going 2-2. They had a 4-game homestand after starting the season. 2 consecutive really tough road games.
There's a steal, something that Oklahoma City does very well. Paul George the finish. A 6-point lead here in the first half. Paul George. Abrinas. He has the only 2 3-pointers made for OKC. Steven Adams. George gonna have to fire. Westbrook long rebound. In transition, Schroeder. Yep, Oklahoma City not dead yet. He played 1 season in the NBA, 0 for 7 from behind the arc. Talk about a different day and age.
Yeah, that's probably he said, you know what, maybe I'll do the coaching.
Just goes in the land of the trees and scores. Abrinas ahead of the defense on a made field goal. Ball went up the foot of Adams. Wasn't a kickball. Play on. 17 minutes. Kemba found a shot in the third. He had 12 third-quarter points. Oklahoma City with their first lead since the first quarter. Abrines is sixth. Oh, they're going to call it a two. A long two for Abrines. Did really like a stop. MKG on Westbrook. Schroeder. Three-pointer.
Had a nice come from behind when they were down 19 in the third to Charlotte. Came back and won it. Ferguson fires away and hits the three. And that's got to feel good for him because he has really been struggling shooting. Here's a team that came into the game shooting 43% from the field, one of the worst in the NBA, as Adams gets a nice lob from Westbrook. Who is this new center they got? Pass inside, and Jeremy Grant able to throw it down. Westbrook pushes. Grant has a good look. That's good.
Ball is moving. People are moving.
And Adams. Boy, the strength of Adams down low.
Just push that defender off.
He's 3 for 3 tonight. Diallo banks it home. Nice move to the basket. Westbrook looking to take Morris off. Gets it to Adams. Adams flips it up and in.
Boy, he took a pretty good shot, it looked like. He's looking at the official like, did you not see that?
And he even had to address that today. Another deflection. Grant this time and a steal. Pass finds its way to Grant and he finishes. And the turnover's really hurting right now. Wall throws it away.
Wow.
That's the 15th turnover. Westbrook inside to Grant. Grant foul, count it, and one. Big numbers being put up is incredible. So how do the Wizards respond as Ferguson hits another three? Every year it happens. Meanwhile, the Wizards getting to the rim last couple of possessions. Nice pass. Noel fumbled it a bit. Ball was a little bit behind him, but still able to finish. George, deep, knocks it in. Paul George's fourth three-pointer.
And Jeremy Grant. Going to go right inside. There's Steven Adams with a mismatch on Mirotic, and he finishes. Job behind the perimeter, despite being 6'10". They're going to double team Westbrook, but he fires it back inside. Adams, nice little up and under move on Anthony Davis. Back-to-back buckets for Steven Adams.
Takes the licking and keep on ticking, folks.
There's a level of commitment. Little handoff right back to Adams. Throws it down with two hands.
Mirotic is going to guard Steven Adams. Go at him every single play.
How about Paul George going right at Mirotic and able to bank it home.
The numbers last 5 games for the Thunder quarters over 52%.
How about Jeremy Grant picking up where he left off against Washington in his season high 20. Certainly hasn't been in the first 5+ minutes. Another jumper. What do we say? Showing up mid-range game there for Jeremy Grant. And Adams so far has been able to take advantage. He's 6 for 6 from the field. Adams again, make it 7 for 7 right on cue. Well, the defense has been there for Terrence Ferguson. Nice steal by Paul George.
They got numbers also.
2-on-1. Westbrook finds Ferguson. Oh, throws it down. Perfect transition. So this team's got some high flyers that can get out and run. Little pick and pop for Paul George. Tickles the twine. Another three. He's got 15.
Create some contact and still finish at the basket.
A 14-2 Sacramento advantage. Now George unleashes a three and connects. Actually a two-pointer, foot on the line, so it's 14-4. A little bit of heat check there, maybe.
Yes, but you want this. You want this OKC team to get into a little bit of a track meet.
And it stays 44-32. Westbrook dishes in the corner, and that three is good by Diallo, and it's a 9-point lead.
Well, so does De'Aaron Fox. I want to get out into the open court. Now the team's got to load up on defense. That's not what I meant.
Don't turn your head for even an instant. If you do, you might miss one, maybe two baskets. Oh, he missed it. Paulie Stein, no good in Westbrook. Look out. A lot of time left. And they score to make it 69-56. Three to shoot. Tough one. And it's Adams. Leaking out. the basket, and a foul, a chance for a three-point play. That's the way I'm going to play this. Unless it's a three like that. And again, you got to tip your hat. That's all you can do. Yes. I mean, that's a hell of a shot.
I mean, obviously some relationships have been fractured in this process, but we as basketball players, I mean, when you get to the game and they throw that ball up, that's your safe haven. You almost have to, listen to what he says and say, well, why would he be lying? But it's tough for me to believe it because nice and one by Jerami Grant. This guy is very athletic.
Westbrook out to Schroeder, only a 31% three-point shooter, but that one is good. Westbrook against Cook, gives it up to Adams, and Adams scores. Kicks it out to Grant, three not there, kept alive by Adams. Westbrook to George, gets two with 5.5 seconds to go. Boy, Durant, wild shot attempt by KD.
Forced one up right there trying to get a foul call.
And then George hits a three on the other end. George will try it in the other end. And what a swing. With the shot clock at 1, and he could not hit.
Actually, really good awareness right there by Shaun Livingston to get that shot off.
Schroeder again. He's 3 for 3 from three-point range. At 8 assists, 8 rebounds, and more importantly, his team's up 11. Pass a little high, but Grant corrals and buries a three-pointer, the 11th of the night for Oklahoma City.
Congratulations to Russ for having twins. Russ didn't have twins. His wife had twins. We congratulate her.
14 straight points for Oklahoma City. Portland is up next on Friday, followed by Sacramento and Orlando. They're hopeful to get, as Adams gets the jam on the alley. Westbrook to Grant. Timeout, Steve Kerr. That have to now adjust to Gordon Hayward being there.
Absolutely, it matters. And you talk about one of the most underrated. There he is. He's still knocking down threes.
Now Adams patiently posting up Zeller. He got double teamed, but he was so deep in the lane, it doesn't matter.
That's right. And when he gets that close to the rim, his size is a big factor. Well, I tell you, it is lethal because you're covering a whole lot of real estate with that pass.
Now the lob off the pick and roll. This time, Jerami Grant sky high.
4 guys with a triple-double. He had 9 rebounds.
Westbrook, drive, kick, catch, fire three. Jerami Grant in his spot and knocks it down.
NBA, it's a gift.
Burton off the feed, knocks down the three. Made one earlier. That time it rims out over the outstretched arm of Kaminsky. Now Westbrook finds the trailer. Schroeder dials up another three. Dennis Schroeder after 5 threes against Golden State. 3 in the first half here tonight. Lamb veers back on Burton. Little backdoor cut and a turnover. Westbrook out of the perimeter. Dishes it off. Burton cuts across and throws it down.
Now it's over.
A lot of work for nothing. Westbrook on the Euro step. Outside. Burton again. Sky high above the rim with the one-handed hammer.
Certainly getting some time now.
How about that? That is a hammer. You could hear it from here. Adams got banged by Batum. Now Westbrook bangs off of Jokic, who was trying to draw that charge. Open man is Luwawu Cabarrot, and he knocks it down from the corner off the feed from Westbrook.
Tap it off of a Nuggets player.
At the inbounds play, George passed up the jumper and took it to the rim. Grant in the corner finds Westbrook, swings it back over to George. George wants the drive and the finish with that nice scoop layup.
And there's another one of those over closeouts by the Nuggets that had great looks and just have not made them. You got 2 quarters, plenty of time here. Steven Adams gets to the bucket and finishes for the Nuggets. Knocking down that 3-point shot.
9 for 21 as Adams got down low. Back-to-back buckets now for Steven Adams. Dennis Schroeder's come onto the floor for the Thunder here midway through this third quarter. Set down to the corner. That three is good. The third of the night. Rebound there by George. Westbrook slings it over to a wide open Schroeder three. That is good. As Schroeder connects from downtown after missing his first three. Second-year man out of Iowa State. Here's another Iowa State player. Burton, the reverse. Got it up to the rim, spun it home.
He's going up fast.
Getting his bucket. He's been heating up here in this fourth quarter, now up to 13 points. Nice pass from Westbrook on the alley-oop to Steven Adams.
That's a tough shot. Wow. How did he make it?
Schroeder from the corner. That one splashes home. Misses at the line for Denver. He's been converting here tonight. Adams to screen for Westbrook. Westbrook lost it on the way up. Kicks it out. Grant open three. That's going to rattle home as Jeremy Grant makes it a 6-point game. He cannot. Adams taps it out. It's loose. Westbrook will lob it. Adams caught it, puts it up and in. Knowing that this Cleveland team does not like to take a lot of threes, unlike what has turned into the NBA revolution, is Paul George with a burst of acceleration, got up to the rim and throws it down. Got low, dumps it off. Adams plays through the bump and banks it in. 6 out of 7 from the floor.
Double team by Russ. And look at this here. He's all wide open. Jeremy Grant, much like Nerlens Noel,
putting a bunch of players inside the lane as the Thunder try more and more to get down low. Like that with Deontay Burton, who has a thunderous dunk here. See what Westbrook does. Posting up Sexton, finds Adams to the rim, and we are tied. Jordan Clarkson forcing that difficult shot with the timeout winding down. Now Westbrook down low, and Grant gives the Thunder the lead.
Last couple of shots have been a little bit short. Rodney Hood, good closeout by the Thunder.
Westbrook knows right where Grant's going to be, and he buries the three. Underneath the free throw line. Now Paul George got behind everybody and makes them pay.
And how about Russell Westbrook just continuing to attack the glass.
On a 7-0 run, almost midway through quarter number 3. George trying to turn the corner on Sexton, and does.
Oh, he took a lot of contact. Fifth foul, excuse me.
5 fouls.
Oh, this is good defense by the Thunder. They just have really created problems for the Cavs this entire quarter with plays like that.
That will be number 10 for Westbrook. He's got his triple-double. Westbrook now 35 career triple-doubles through 3 quarters. Abrines, can he heat up? And that one, it didn't want to go down, and it finally dropped in.
All the way around.
Well, maybe that's what they were trying to schedule on the other end. So just a 12-point game here with 3 and change. George! That's the continuation.
You know,
Playing with those 5 personal fouls.
I played with him for a couple of years in Los Angeles. He's a great teacher.
Nice feed. Westbrook to a slashing Jeremy Grant. This Cavaliers team that got off to such a slow start. There's another block added to the list. Michael, block number 11 by Paul George. Transition 3. Splashes home. Here's Burton in the corner. Spun right into the double team. Good ball movement. Finds Nerlens Noel.
Hawks have been able to get to the bucket in the second quarter without a whole lot of resistance.
Adams caught it. Found himself with a little bit of space and just kind of rainbowed it up and in. The second 3 now. He came in. It's not like he's like 1 for 17 on the season. But right back the other way, Paul George.
Thunder are being very friendly right now to the Hawks. Well, this is basketball, folks. They're trying to build on that 19-point lead.
That stroke is so nice. Spin it off with Jeremy Grant right on his hip.
Did a good job of not fouling him as well.
Abrines, he was forgotten about and he makes him pay. And looking at some of these third quarter numbers, Michael, a lot of the Hawks damage in this run coming inside. As that 3 by Jeremy Grant.
He can develop at his own pace. Same way with Deontay Burton.
Look at that stroke.
Burtis keeps, he has not looked back since the first quarter.
Especially if he's healthy. But 6 more threes, all of his damage has come from downtown, and there's Nerlens Noel in that restricted area. Caught it, put it up and in, all in one motion. Schroeder's come back in. Westbrook swings it over. Patterson wide open and cashes home the 3.
Goaltend no matter where you play. College, high school, and yes, the association.
Guys getting above the rim. How about Patrick Patterson? I thought that was a deep 2.
Stanley with 7. Westbrook bounce to Steven Adams. Can he convert in the paint or what?
Aggressive and not giving the Pistons much space to do anything.
Goes everywhere. A very impressive Jeremy Grant in his time on the floor. Patterson got him that time. Westbrook hands it off to Steven Adams. 10-point game again, 18 for Blake. Adams catches deep, converts, and Tony Brothers blows the whistle down the lane of the rim. Shot's going to be short. Nobody can shoot the ball for the Pistons. Noel with the jam for the Thunder.
Taking a possession at a time to try and win those.
He's caught on Paul George. Westbrook against Brown. George turns, guns, gets it.
Obviously the screen didn't bother him.
Jump shot goes for Paul George. Another triple.
So there's a reason why Oklahoma City is the best defense in the league. You can see how aggressive they are on the perimeter.
Adams right down the middle for the two-handed flush. Each team has turned it over 3 times. Dennis Schroeder is in. Grant, oh, big finish! Jeremy Grant on the setup by Westbrook. Dash 2. 15-2.
Is this what I miss when I'm not here?
Yeah, pretty much. For Abrinas. Westbrook with a head of steam. Kick. Schroeder fires and hits a 3. Doesn't go. Rebounded by Westbrook. Loops it ahead. George forcing the action for 2.
Once referees have established what they're going to call, players have to make the adjustment.
George. That's a 3. Paul George pops from the corner. And the Nets take a 64-46 lead.
Can I ask a quick question?
Yeah.
Hold on.
Adams scores on the inside. 64-48. Nets in front. Westbrook feeds the post. Adams to the bank. Allen Cram on a catch and shoot. It's a 3. He is 6 of 10 from downtown. Adams, they surround him, and he scores +1. 108 career triple-doubles for Russell Westbrook. Ferguson, the throwdown for the youngster.
The Nets have led really from start to finish, and it's starting to get to that time where if they don't make a run, it's going to be very, very difficult for them to stay in this.
And the Nets lead it by 19. Catch and shoot, Ferguson, that's a 3. So you never went with the Ron Popeil spray.
No.
George, the jumper is good. It's a 3.
Going to be at the top of the list.
Allen sticks a pair. 6 minutes to play in the 4th. George. Oh, he is smoking hot. Paul George.
And good thing just for an easy look for the Nets. Some ball movement. They only got off 6 field goal attempts in the 4th prior to that.
Paul George soaring high for the Thunder. Schroeder, the trigger man, gets it in for Westbrook. 1-point game. Westbrook tosses. George, pump fake. 3 on the way. Yes! Paul George nails it. The Thunder go in front with 3 seconds to play.
Well, they're getting contributions from a lot of people. 4 in a row coming in as Adams stabs one up. Westbrook. A triple-double machine down the lane to Adams. Got it to go again. Have out-rebounded the Bulls 8-3. Here in the early going. Paul George back to Westbrook. Adams, and he bucket rips one down. Westbrook up top to Paul George. George driving, shooting, and scoring. And right now the Bulls have got to take advantage of Westbrook right now struggling. Well, Lowry, even though he took a lot of threes, he's getting him within the flow of the offense. Oh, man. That's he took off from the wing, and that's just a straight line drive into the game. Westbrook against Cameron Payne, back outside, another drive, another layup. Yeah, those are straight line drives right there. That's something you haven't seen. Parker at the defensive end, but he came right back at the other end. There's a rainbow 3. Well, right now Oklahoma City scored on their 7th straight possession. The inside-outside offensive structure so far with the Bulls.
And there is Westbrook with another assist as he finds Adams. He angles and then kicks it out to Paul George, who fires and buries one.
You've got to know where Paul George is.
There's a shot inside by Ferguson from Westbrook.
It helps the guards if the big man's able to set the screen.
Westbrook.
He fell asleep on the backside. Terrence Ferguson. Jabari was fouled as he made the move to the basket.
Westbrook, corner, three, splash. And timeout, Jim Boylan. Pump fake, drive and kick. Westbrook, the fake, the drive. Got it. Adams to score.
There's so many people on the floor that time. Art tried to take a charge.
Loves to get down and rebound the basketball. It's been a ferocious rebounder. How about this matchup? Steven Adams and one of the best defensive players in the NBA, and Rudy Gobert. And that time it was Adams getting the best of the team. Paul George matched up against a much smaller Rubio. Gonna try to post him up. Now faces up and swishes that one home.
On that post up, Donovan misses the three from deep.
Ferguson continues to shoot the ball well from downtown. 3 out of 6 over his last 3 games. We see Rubio again on the drive.
He took a little contact from Grant, but Grant stayed vertical.
Nice pass. Diallo able to stay in the air long enough. Somehow got it up over Mitchell. Schroeder passed up the 3. Got to the rim. Scoops it up and in. Point lead for the Thunder with 2:20 left to go in half number 1. Westbrook lobs it up. There's Jeremy Grant. Thunder maintain a lead throughout this entire first half. Over to George. Wants the 3. Got the 3.
And I also like the fact that the Thunder understand, taking care of that basketball in this second half is going to be important because the Jazz just don't give you a whole lot of possessions.
George splashes that one home from downtown. He's got 17 in the game.
This is good defense once again by the Thunder. They're just starting to take control of this quarter.
What a pass! Westbrook slipped it in the pocket of Adams. Knew exactly what to do with it. Just got lucky on that tip off the glass. Westbrook again got it to Noel. Noel, who's been shooting it lights out tonight.
Can finally take a seat here.
Steven Adams so improved offensively over the last few seasons.
When Anthony Davis goes off the floor, they take a hit because he doesn't provide the level of rim protection that they have with Anthony. But boy, he can score it and play make.
Great pass by Westbrook and Grant with the throwdown. In his second stint with New Orleans, Adams thought he was shooting free throws there. Westbrook finds Grant. Another three-point shot for Jeremy Grant. Diallo there with the offensive rebound. Good defense by Abrinas. Now Westbrook looking to push tempo. Fires to Adams in the paint for the stuff. George. Westbrook, Grant, another stuff.
Really unselfish. Excellent ball move.
Here's George for a 3. It's good. His second triple. He's got 14 points.
But, no harm, but it was a foul.
Westbrook dumps it off to Adams. How about that touch for the big fellas? If you're the Thunder, how can you make life more difficult on him?
Well, I like what Darko Rajakovic talked about with Gallo. That's a big bucket without fouling.
Westbrook, the lob. Adams caught it at the apex and throws it down. Couldn't quite time up that ball, had to save it out of bounds. Over to Jeremy Grant, wide open for the lead. And the Thunder have it at 70-69. Coming out on fire here in the third quarter. This time the drive, great defense by Steven Adams, forcing the tough shot. Up ahead, Grant got behind the defense and makes him pay. Teammates at Kentucky. Now he's guarding Westbrook, but Westbrook slices the pass inside to Adams. And Adams with the left-handed hammer.
But not allowing him to just plant in the post because he's a terrific player. Got a nice touch around the bucket.
Westbrook right back to Adams down the lane.
bring you Clippers Live postgame presented by your SoCal Mazda dealers. George over the right shoulder. Jordan Store says, welcome to the NBA, Jerome Robinson.
First All-Star for Denver since Carmelo Anthony back in 2011. Westbrook, beautiful pass to Adams for the throwdown to start the game. Murray lost it off his foot. Consecutive giveaways by Denver.
That's one thing you do not want to do against this OKC team is turn the basketball over early. Russell Westbrook still averaging a triple-double. And if this team can have some staying power at the top of that Western Conference, just speaks to their depth. I mean, these guys will be really, really ready to go in primes when the main players get back.
How about Steven Adams? 10 points already. That ends an 8-0 Denver run.
If you try to close this half out, keep them down from within 10.
Grant scores. That's assist number 7 for Russell Westbrook to go with 10 points.
Why we lost.
It takes a big man to admit that now as Adams scores inside. Not a lot of all-stars like yourself would come out and say. George takes it strong, soars to the rim for the slam.
Nice slam dunk by Trey Lyles.
That's 24 assists now for Denver. Steven Adams back on the floor at 17 points in the first quarter. Now has 23 on the night. Defensive oriented, but as a team, speaking of defense right there, how about Jeremy Grant coming over in the help with the rejection? Westbrook inside. Adams able to muscle his way up and got it over the rim. Tough off-balance shot there for Gallinari. And the lob, and Adams able to get behind the defense on another perfect feed from Westbrook.
Gallinari contested, and you love that.
Grant spins, fades, and knocks it down.
Now let me ask you that question, is that sustainable?
Well, it wasn't last night.
I mean, the Clippers continue to rely on that 3 ball as Paul George answers with a 3 of his own.
Ferguson and his couple fouls are back in. Thunder stays down defensively. George gets behind the pack and soars for the flush.
To transition baskets, and you said it, that Russell Westbrook is shooting under 20% from 3, but when you have wide open looks, players are capable of knocking down shots. Jeremy Grant makes the play.
Bob Rivers in his 6th year with LA. Paul George, catch fire 3. He stays on fire. No to step out like that. Is that the play or is that just a feel for the game? Speaking of feel for the basketball, another block and Adams in transition throws it down. Doing his work on the offensive glass, another opportunity. Westbrook fires it right back to him. The turnaround, drops in, and had it knocked away.
And Diallo kept playing and saved the ball.
Nice pass, finds the streaky Nerlens Noel for the flush.
Generally what happens, a turnover.
Well, what do you want to see here from this Thunder offense to try to close this game out? Well, anytime you give the ball to Paul George, good things happen. What do the Thunder got to do here? What do you want to see, Michael, on the offensive end to try to close this one out?
Well, I like the ball movement. You just got to keep moving it like that. That's just great ball movement. And look what it leads to.
It was marketed with the game-winning bucket at the United Center as Paul George lines up a 3 and knocks it down.
Got to flip that script as you did in that first quarter if you're the Thunder.
Where's that shot chart, my man? Well, Michael and I want to take a look at it. That time, Westbrook stepped right into the passing lane in front of Markkanen. Now the lob, Jeremy Grant caught it and got it to drop in.
And shoot the 3.
Hey. I don't know if that was a shot or a pass.
It was a pass as Wendell Carter Jr. tried to get it over the top.
Uh-oh. Well, this Bulls team did not shoot it well from 3-point land. Grant knows exactly what to do with it after he caught it from Westbrook. Coming up.
There's the Bulls trying to go inside again. Good pass by Russell Westbrook. Wow.
They came over and doubled and left Steven Adams wide open. We've seen Westbrook and George get double-teamed more in the post-up tonight, I think, than any other game. There's the left hand this time. Grant cutting across the lane and flushes it home.
Man, that's a bad man. You don't want to mess with him.
Another double team and another perfect pass from Westbrook. And now the Thunder are just taking advantage of. Tracked down by George. Right back to Westbrook. Another feed and another finish for Steven Adams. And that time the rim might have got the best of his right hand. And Westbrook up ahead. Diallo. Oh, how did he spin it in? And the foul. Pass was about as high as it gets now. The Thunder collapse, force the turnover. Westbrook dishes it off, and there is Patterson. Another Thunder dunk.
Alex Abrines in for Oklahoma City. A turnover by Williams. And it may result in 2 points, and it does. So a giveaway by Sacramento right out of the timeout.
Oh, body control, says Willie.
Abrines, a good shooter. And we're even at 25. He's very close to the double-double here in the first quarter. I'm telling you, he's really playing well. Westbrook. Grant walks in. And again, we are tied. Well, how about Phoenix tonight? Winning again as you look at Adams. They win into Boston and won 111-103. They're on fire right now. Steven Adams. And he has scored 16.
Yes, they do.
And they're not getting a stop there. That's Paul George making sure of that.
You're that guy that waits till last minute, huh?
I do wait.
Goodness.
Well, Adams didn't wait. He had green lights all the way to the basket. Westbrook into the corner. Grant's three. Big shot there. That's what he does. He's blocked a couple shots. He's, been a factor in the paint. And this guy has been a factor walking across. You know what? Knowing De'Aaron, he may very well have.
True.
The lob and the flush, and that is a triple-double for Russell Westbrook. And it's probably not going to happen because Russell Westbrook is in his 12th season. But if Russell Westbrook ever learns how to shoot from beyond the three-point line, that much I will guarantee you. All right, so there's one guy, and there's another guy that wears number 13. He's in the bottom of your screen. And you might even have this guy, number 12, Steven Adams.
Beautiful release from his hand as well.
Nice pass by Russell Westbrook for his 13th assist. 43% distance.
Oof.
And there is a three by Grant. Nice pass. And the layup. Boy, that's a beautiful play by Russell Westbrook to Ferguson. 126-106. That's not close from Williams. George, two more. He's got 43.
Wow, great pass by Russell Westbrook every single night, and he stays in the gym. That's what I love about him.
We've seen some tremendous individual performances tonight, one being with the guy that just tossed the ball.
Three, and the rebound is off the foot of Westbrook and saved by Grant. Schroeder on a drive and a layup.
Back-to-back nights where he played well tonight. Seems like he's going again. Threads the needle by Rubio.
6 assists already for Ricky. That's right at his season average, and Abrines is keeping OKC at least breathing with another three ball. Jazz had a 13-point lead. It's been whittled down to 2. George inside, off the glass. And that lead of 13 is gone. 52 apiece. Lost the handle, gets it back. Shot clock at 9. Takes on Mitchell. Inside dump. Push it and score it, and that's Jeremy Grant. 15 on the night. Westbrook to George. 17 first half points, and continues on now with a 3-ball 20.
$50 donation to the Utah Food Bank, courtesy of your local Ford stores. Ford to go further.
Favors very active tonight. The big man Adams takes on Westbrook.
Oh, that could have been a 6th.
Unbelievable contact. He falls, no call. Ferguson with a 3.
Change of events there.
Adams.
Saric floats it up. That bounces off the back of the rim as the Thunder inching closer up ahead. George soars and throws it down.
Timberwolves who shoot 36% as a team shooting mid-range. You can live with that.
Did you say mid-range? That was a 3 for Patrick Patterson.
Pick and roll, kick out the shooters. Right now, they're just packing that paint.
George, catch fire 3 from the corner. That's good. Right in front of the Thunder bench. And Abrines surveys the floor. Westbrook. The kick out, open three, Grant, that's good. Jeremy Grant from downtown and back-to-back threes for the Thunder. Quick shot, quick trigger, trying to get the 2 for 1, no good. Westbrook dishes it off. Jeremy Grant takes flight with the two-handed stuff. For Towns. Westbrook was wiggling his way, and there's Steven Adams. Amongst the skyscrapers inside, didn't matter. Adams too strong. And how about the Thunder? Another poke away. Adams right back to the rim. And Minnesota now on a 10-2 mini spurt. Jeremy Grant is going to slow that down with the drive and finish.
He just recognized Thunder need to score.
Right back off to Westbrook, but Covington recovers defensively. Schroeder floats it up and banks it in.
Tough shot. And the Thunder will get a fresh clock as well.
George, that ties it at 104.
Well, I guess it didn't matter.
Without Chris Paul this season and ended a 9-game losing streak in which games Paul did not play, including games 6 and 7 of the Western Conference Finals last year.
Efficiency overall shooting, but in particular the 3-ball.
Comes up with the steal. Westbrook leads the NBA in steals. Adams gets it to roll down.
That's an interesting matchup between Adams and Capella. You've got the incredible athleticism, but then the strength that Capella's got to deal with on the other side.
Only 24 years old, Clint Capella from Switzerland. Didn't play a ton of basketball early on growing up. Paul George hits his third basket. They've been deflected by Gordon, so now you got Westbrook on Nene. Feeds Adams, and that's another assist for Westbrook, his fifth.
And it's the right play, because that was the matchup he wanted. I thought he wanted to play bully ball with him. Instead, he makes that three.
Harden feeds a cutting Adams who lays it in. Nice play. Timer down to 4. And look how hard George has to work. You can understand George 6 of 15 on one end. He's got to check. Harden on the other, going to get a layup here, though. Westbrook, good look ahead.
It's the one thing they don't have enough of, shooting.
That was blocked. Gordon trying the 3. Yeah, the Thunder shooting just 30% from 3. They have 11 blocks, which ties a season high. Westbrook, great pass. George, spot up 3. Buries it. Westbrook hit him in stride.
Booker eyes the wide open 3. Long pass up ahead to Ferguson, and Booker was kind of looking down floor and got caught napping.
And Luka Doncic is playing out of his mind, too.
Adams in traffic. Hits the lob and the slam and
be ultra aggressive.
Melton comes up short on the 3. Ferguson quickly leaking out and gets the easy slam.
Because why? He's shooting the ball without defense.
Quick pass inside, so turns into essentially a 3-point play. A little too strong and high on that one. Jeremy Grant runs the floor. And any points that he gets kind of considered gravy. Nader hits the open look. And Abdul Nader.
He elevated right with them.
Abdul Nader checking in at 6'6". Schroeder on the drive, and scoring run continues here for OKC. Oubre, the Suns have gone ice cold from the field. Drop off pass to Diallo, who runs it out and slams it down. That will set up a Phoenix timeout.
Tell us a few weeks ago, he goes, I don't get excited about things in basketball.
I'm excited now.
You are excited about Luka.
Yes, I am. Great pass.
I love Inside, it's Adams.
Yeah, I am.
Hey, there's a turnover. Oh, and another one, though. George, what anticipation. What a read to steal that outlet pass. Westbrook to the corner, and Abdul Nader drills a 3.
27 points right now, I think, off the Mavericks bench. 28 points, beg your pardon.
Score by Paul George, who goes outside, and Kleber's 3 is short. Westbrook the rebound, up ahead to Jeremy Grant, who's on the leak out and hammers it home.
Boy, he's long.
Sure is. I mean, I did not think the day was going to end with a Lorenzo Williams reference.
You didn't get the production come on that?
Oh, Paul George.
And again, Marcus, it's the bounce passes that are too slow to get through the quickness in the house here.
Barnes working against Schroeder. Second defender coming over, and they're able to take it away. Westbrook came running over to help. Here comes Jeremy Grant. seconds to shoot. Westbrook gave it up. Adams.
He normally comes away with points.
14 points tonight on over 50% shooting. George with 3, and the Thunder take the lead.
George open on the catch, fire 3, and another one for Paul George. Defense has been active here in the first quarter, and another steal. Westbrook, the lob, Jeremy Grant. Oh! A thunderous dunk as Jeremy Grant rattles the rim.
I got one in my bag. If you hear me blow it, folks, you'll know it's midnight.
Westbrook finds the open man, Steven Adams. As both defensive players just collapsed on Westbrook. Westbrook straddles that baseline. Now fires in on the mismatch. Adams. And the much smaller Dennis Smith Jr. on him, and Adams knew what to do with it. Dallas has not shot the ball well tonight. And a big reason why is the Thunder defense. Grant, tough shot, fading. Had the composure and the poise. Got behind Matthews, finds the open man. It's Jeremy Grant. It's going to be continuation and the foul.
That's old school three-point play.
Bankin is nearly at 500 almost midway through this season. He's a big reason why. In addition to the numbers that he's putting up, as Steven Adams floats it up and in.
It's consistent. It's a big man floater,
but he's so effective with it.
Nice.
That's going to count for Paul George.
Again, what you see from this Thunder team is a conscious effort to attack the rim.
The Thunder will take that, nursing that 15-point lead.
The lob, there's Jeremy Grant again, soaring high above everybody.
AD is a part of the church league.
Why not, Jeremy Grant? You're wide open.
That's a big shot.
You take advantage.
That's a big shot right there.
Why do you say it's a big shot?
And he's probably the best international player.
What are you talking about? You see that? Wow.
Another one of the weaknesses of the Lakers. They're dead last in free throw shooting in the NBA as Adams floats it up and in.
His ability to shoot, score, use that size, and handle the basketball is impressive.
Grant, jumper's good. Good looks from 3, nothing going down, and that one misses. Quick outlet ahead to George. George gets past Hart, takes his time, lays it up and in for his second field goal.
They want to make sure the basketball is in the hands of LeBron James when it matters most. But there are teams that's going to gear up and dare you to beat them, and these guys got to be ready, willing, and able.
Adams gets inside and throws it down. Steven Adams now with 11 points and 7 boards.
They're getting good looks, though.
Bad pass stolen by Westbrook. Westbrook measures, throws it up for Paul George. Good unselfish play as Stevenson launches a 3. George catches, George drives. Nice step, bank shot is good. Pretty play from Paul George.
He's got to get back defensively.
George well beyond the arc. That's a 3. His first three-pointer. Schroeder, that's a 2. And Schroeder gets his second field goal here in this quarter.
Look at Paul George too, Mike.
Oh, beautiful pass, and George with the slam.
Hugging tight on Lillard. He's a good cutter, slasher to the basket.
George left alone. Makes the Blazers pay. Cha-ching a Thunder money ball.
Westbrook had made 13 of 16 free throws his last 2 games coming into tonight. Went 1 of 2 on that last trip. George, man, just hangs forever and then banks it in. Deflection by Nurkic. Now he's running the break, but Paul George with the steal. Westbrook gives it up. Grant finishes off glass. He lit up the Thunder last year, averaging 28 per game. Portland swept the Thunder. In fact, as George nails a 3. Oklahoma City hasn't won here. Nurkic, tough shot over Adams. 6 boards for Westbrook and an excellent pass ahead. And Steven Adams with his first points of the game.
To communicate candidly, to coexist, playing together by a long shot is what's always on my mind. So Paul George, beautiful shot.
Westbrook says, I got it. Called off the screen and finds Adams for the flush.
He drew 2. You know, Nurkic is worried that Lillard's going to get posted.
Oklahoma City opening things up with the basketball. Little dive by Adams, goes right to the rim and throws it down.
Well, you remember I always talk about a selfish Steven Adams? That's the selfish Steven Adams we like right there.
And Thomas Bryant does not have the size to match up against Steven Adams. They go right back to him, and I don't know if that was a pass or it was redirected by Adams. Either way, win it.
Also, Dwight Howard's first game back.
Yeah, monster game too.
Yeah, that was his actually season debut.
Nice pass, better cut, even better finish by George on the back door. Back in the game. Now Patterson down low, little hook shot with the right hand, that is good, and that's what got his game going.
Hard on Trevor Ariza just to let him know he's coming in. And
George drives, took a bump on the arm, and it's going to drop in for the and one.
As Mahinmi is forced into a tough shot by Steven Adams. And the defensive numbers are pretty solid.
Automatic for Paul George as he was able to step into that three.
To kind of dislodge that basketball.
George, another one from downtown. He's got 15 here in the first half. Second and a half differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Grant will spin in the lane. And he got to go. Nice move by Jeremy Grant.
To at least get that shot off and avoid that turnover.
George launches and knocks it down. Paul George, another tray.
To lower that for the Wizards and keep attacking the paint, creating those open shots.
That's exactly what Westbrook just did. Created an opportunity for Jeremy Grant, who once again got to the cylinder.
You just want to try to get some stops at the same time, cut into that deficit.
Schroeder's three, that's good.
And that's a big three.
Westbrook again studying the defense. Jeremy Grant collects, and he drains it from the outside. Ferguson from the corner. Might have found his touch at the free throw line.
Timberwolves deep into the shot clock and a tough shot like that. How did Wiggins be able to make that all night?
George off the feed from Westbrook. Bangs it home from downtown.
The Timberwolves are all trying to score right now. You'll take that as well.
Adams off the bounce pass from Westbrook, and it dances in.
With that adjustment, because he wants Wiggins to get more opportunities out in transition. We've seen it here early, guys, a couple early buckets for Wiggins, and that's really the emphasis for the Timberwolves right now.
Already with 6 here in the quarter, just 5 only in the first.
Well, the Thunder got to find a way to find some easy offense.
A whole lot on that play.
It's one of those big man moves where you try to take advantage of the smaller player. Adams off the feed from Westbrook. He's got 6. Wiggins leading the way now with 16 in the game. Ferguson, catch fire three. That's good.
He didn't really want to work very hard, but
Westbrook. Boy, thought he had an opening down the lane. That's a three from Ferguson, who buries it from the corner. His third of the night. And now the Thunder with an opportunity to take the lead. Up ahead, it's Ferguson who gives them the lead.
Wow, this is lightning fast pace to the ball game. No problem.
See if the Thunder go 2 for 1. George comes right back down again and drains it from three-point land.
And the next closest guy to him is out of the ball game, Karl-Anthony Towns.
Great feed, and they take advantage of Towns on the bench as Adams goes right to the rim. Ferguson follows his own miss. George lines it up and knocks it down.
Wiggins, he's not in the game. Karl-Anthony Towns.
Westbrook again finds his teammate. Ferguson again drains the three-ball. Third quarter number 3. This has been another contested battle between these two teams. Usually we see Dennis Schroeder give it up to Nerlens Noel, but that time it was Westbrook. 2 defensive players collapse on him. It's kind of treatment that he gets. Westbrook gives it right back to Adams for the throwdown.
And that's the play you want to make.
The Thunder are forcing misses like that. Oh, what a block from Grant. Came over and just swatted away Wiggins. Now Adams off the dish from Westbrook.
Big shot by Karl-Anthony Towns.
Been making ridiculous big shots all night. George springs free, and he comes back and knocks it down from 3.
That's right, and you have to defend them too. And I like what Nick brought up about the rebound, and that's going to be a big key as Terrence Ferguson picks up where he left off the other night, knocking down the game's first three.
Game, so it's down 4 points. Westbrook is compared to last year. Here is Adams. Aldridge is there, and a quick 2 off that block put up by Steven Adams.
He missed free throws there by DeRozan.
Here's a drive. Bertans has come in for San Antonio. Greg Popovich, we're approaching 4 to play in the first quarter. Drive inside, maneuvering for position, and Grant gets the deuce. His first through, he's got 6. Oklahoma City, 10 games over 500. Patterson 3, and he gets it to drop. He has struggled this season in all the easy point categories. Points off turnovers, points in the paint, fast break, second chance points. Tonight, San Antonio is beating him in every category, nor can the Spurs. They are 10 of 10 from 3. Inside, Grant corkscrews one up and in. Russ with the assist. Aldridge began with 10, couple in that second quarter. Nice knockaway inside by Adams and picked up by Westbrook. To Grant on the fly with a mid-range shot. Let's go to Roz.
Bellinelli.
He was on fire.
Especially from distance, 5 of 5 from behind the arc. It's a nice jump hook here by Adams. Shooter to his right.
The Spurs 11 of 11 from three-point territory. Westbrook, Adams, and the 2. And Westbrook with another assist. They cannot miss. It's Ferguson.
Good answer.
His 3 at the other end is right down the pipe. Beyond the arc tonight for San Antonio. Westbrook, George. Long 2. DeRozan was trying to whack it away. 20 for George. Comes Grant. Bertans is there. Westbrook. Into Grant with another assist from Russell Westbrook. 13 of them with his 20 points.
Westbrook be aggressive here offensively.
Westbrook with the drive, the dump, and the feed. And there is the slam dunk by Steven Adams from mid-range there, Reg. The bench scoring you saw. Nice drive across the lane. Abdul Nader.
Lonnie Walker, their first-round draft pick, only played in 1 game.
Within a couple days of each other, they got hurt. Driving Nader. Wow. George and Westbrook and Schroeder and Ferguson. Schroeder 3. Good! Big shot by Dennis Schroeder.
And a timely 3 right here.
Line the back and out it goes. Caught by Grant. Here's the 3. Wow. Dug out by Grant. Here comes Westbrook. 3 up and down. What a shot. Terrence Ferguson makes it a 1-point game. On the move through traffic. It's Schroeder. Back out Westbrook. Fakes the 3. Here's a 3 outside. Ferguson knocks it down again. Terrence Ferguson.
Paul George has to touch the basketball here.
Westbrook. Up and high and down it goes on a great feed, and Grant puts it in. It's into Adams, and an easy toss against the glass for 2 in a 2-point game.
How you want it, where you want it.
3 of 3 in overtime. Into Grant, bumping into White, over Aldridge, and he gets it to go. Keeps it alive. He'll make the move, outside, look out for Adams! Like a runaway freight train ties the game at 141.
Nice pass, Westbrook. And the beautiful floater there from Steven Adams.
Defense at the last minute, he was able to pass that ball somehow to Aldridge. That's great reverse cut by Terrence Ferguson. But they respect him now. He knocked down 3.
Steven Adams now a fight for it. George rips it away from DeRozan. And the Thunder have a 3-on-2. Ferguson from the corner knocks down the 3. Terrence Ferguson. Average 25 and 5. He's put together a great year. George got behind him there, and an easy stuff. Too strong on the 3. Rebound out to Adams. George left open. He dials it up from downtown. tied Karl Malone. The most was Kobe Bryant in his farewell game when he had 60. Jeremy Grant. That's a made three for Jeremy Grant.
Under, 4.5 minutes now. Just continue to score and cash in on these.
Westbrook tees up Adams for the redirects.
By being sent down to Erie to play, by not getting much playing time, but by focusing on working hard and eating right. And he says ideally he wants to get back to 255.
That's the 66th of the year, underneath. Quick basket by Ferguson.
They were talking about Spellman. That's a lot of weight you go from. And he shows a lot of aggression on the floor, man. And since he's been kind of playing a few more minutes.
Oh, Steven Adams with the major flush. Oh, one that Billy Donovan is not enjoying. Paul George for three.
It looked like a lob to me. I don't know if that was a shot.
Bembry hustling back to pick up Russell Westbrook in transition. Russ on the bounce. Adams muscles it in.
He got more hustle. I mean, Jalen Adams got that ball around 4 jerseys of the Thunder. Also has 14 points, shooting the 3-ball well.
Barreling in. Here's Grant with the drive-by dunk. A foul. Kevin Huerter stripped. Adams to Russ. Russ to Grant. Jams it with .2. Coming on to help and coming up with the ball. Trey launching.
It's quick shots. You don't want to do that.
Leaking out. Ferguson with a one-hander.
Tonight has been inside.
That's my kind of rewards program. 121 to 109. Paul George from the corner with Hamilton there, and it's a three.
Oh, man. That's kind of exclamation point on this game.
Adams bulldozes his way in.
One single clear is Adams take kind of a smack to the head there. It was the fact that they started off slow and they needed better team chemistry. Speaking of chemistry, Grant getting it done. Talking to Coach Luke Walton before the game, he said, listen, this is a quiet guy. As he turns it over, Westbrook on the 2-and-1.
Adams from Westbrook. Russell Westbrook, who leads the NBA in assists. He has 8 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 steals. Westbrook faking with 3. Sets it up. This is Ferguson. At the start, George off the double, gets it out. Westbrook quickly to the corner. Here's Ferguson for 3. That's his second from downtown. His first 3 from downtown. Westbrook on the drive, fires to the corner. Again, an open 3. But from afar, it appears that Luke has done a solid job in a very tough spot. Here's Ferguson hitting a third three-pointer. Thunder 11 for 19 from the three-point line. 3 minutes left in the half. George. Paul George now with 14 points. Westbrook putting a dribbling exhibition on. Gets it out to Adams. Come on. Steven Adams from Russell Westbrook at 7:30 p.m. Eastern. Live over everything.
Oh, you almost had 2 point guards run into each other. And what do you know? Turned into an assist. Another one for Westbrook.
2 for 13 on 2s. Patterson, catch and shoot. Yes! Hold on easily. Potential 4-point play. That's 26 points. George for 3. Rebounded by Adams. Westbrook pops it out. 55 seconds to go. And Grant knocks down a 3.
Rebounds. Amazing. Invaluable to the Sixers team. In the corner, Terrence Ferguson. He's been shooting the ball with a lot of confidence lately for the Thunder. Game winners. Yep. Westbrook inside for Grant. Boy, how did that get through? Grant with the layup inside, a 10-point lead, 1-point advantage.
Look, he's second in the league in foul shot attempts. He's 9+. He's behind Harden. But the big thing you like about it, he shoots over 80%.
Tough fadeaway.
Not good. See, Grant gives him another guy who can really defend. He's so athletic at his size.
Ferguson with all day to drill that 3-ball. The 3-ball. Another possession out to Westbrook. The lob. George finishing at the other end.
Not only does he miss the shot, all right, but then how about Westbrook seeing him?
Long jumpers off the mark. Adams with another offensive rebound and a vital possession for OKC. Westbrook. Ferguson from deep. Got it!
Oh, my,
well,
oh, my,
T.
oh, my.
Ferg
Ferga. How about it?
Good intimidation by Adams.
Westbrook.
See, Westbrook normally would take that shot, but we mentioned he's struggling.
And Ferguson dribbles the three-pointer. George gets free. Hardaway in pursuit. George in rhythm nails the three-pointer. He's 3 for 3 already.
I saw Moutier was very interesting out of the Republic of the Congo. Back then it was Zaire, so he was really into that this afternoon with his shots.
He's 0 for 3 from downtown. Knicks is a team 0 for 6. Pass deflected, but still finds its way to Grant. And the Knicks find themselves down 13. And the response of people around the country, people in the NBA, his teammates, the franchise, as Patterson throws it up and in. They've got the 3rd best record in the West, and they're dead last in three-point field goal percentage.
Westbrook has struggled and averages a triple-double.
And they come right back-to-back threes, and it's back up to 24.
George weaving his way.
Pass through the hands of Adams. Westbrook quickly over to Ferguson, who hits the 3.
Beating each other underneath.
Moutier 6 of 10 from the field. Adams gets it down low, and that one is too easy. Places still number 1. It'll be hard to catch him. John Stockton, all-time assist. Another three-pointer. This one from Grant. That's their 12th 3.
And another rebound for the Thunder. Nice slip pass inside, and Adams floats it up and in. Inside, you got to limit those second chance opportunities. Adams, the deep catch, spins and banks it home. He even took a bump.
Took a lot of bump on that play.
The entire NBA has to figure out Lillard and McCollum, one of the highest scoring duos in the NBA from the guard position, is Paul George, drains it from downtown.
He has that ability.
This time it's Jeremy Grant, and he's able to answer back with a 3-ball of his own. A mismatch here with George. Gives it back up. Westbrook to George, spins. Boy, and after all that, it's George knocking down the fadeaway. Westbrook fires it, and Ferguson, the good court awareness, knew exactly where he was. He was able to kind of get that no look to go.
Tough finish with a bank on the other side.
Lillard led it too far. The Thunder with the steal. Here is Westbrook, dumps it off. Adams glides all the way to the rim with a feathery touch. And there is a denial by Jeremy Grant. Nurkic never stood a chance. Now on the other end, off the feed from Westbrook. End-to-end action for Jeremy Grant.
I mean, he's a tremendous player. He's very smart. That time had nowhere to pass it to. How about this pass by Russell Westbrook?
How about Ferguson with the left hand getting behind everybody?
Contested. That's nothing new for him.
Westbrook scoops it up. Adams. Oh, nice shot by Steven Adams.
Grant just right there, stayed in front of him.
Westbrook finds Adams. Adams with the height advantage over Aminu, and the baby hook is good.
Seen a real big basket. Wide open shot here for Grant. He returns the favor.
As you said, with the nice answer right down the pipe straight away. Wants to give it up. Needs to give it up.
Well, you got to move, and that's all you got to do to help him out. And a little bit of movement.
When in doubt, just give it up to Terrence Ferguson. The Blazers came in one of the hottest teams in the league, having won 3 in a row. Big win last night against Utah. As Schroeder lines up the 3 and got the 3.
You convincingly beat them. As I just mentioned, you took the lead for all but 30 seconds of that ball.
Boy, Westbrook had options on that particular play. Ferguson in the corner, but he decided to send it down low to Grant, who flushes it down.
You want to exploit that by attacking that paint now. And then also the defensive rebound. We talked about that as one of the keys to the ball game. Is Paul George out of a timeout set piece. Picked up where he left off.
Thunder come up with that defensive rebound there as Westbrook surveys the floor, hands it off. Ferguson. What a little ball fake there. That's the...
Doesn't have the ball in transition, and when he's got the ball in transition, he's double dangerous.
And the Thunder swarming defense there. Ferguson behind everybody in the pack. The hammer with the right hand.
Into a half-court game where you can defend him. That's a tough shot by Solomon Hill.
Oh, how about Steven Adams getting right down the lane and punishing the rim. Size advantage on Okafor, but the double team came. Westbrook finds a wide open George. Aims, fires, makes it 3 for 3. There being a play with a potential hostile act, which was the tee on Trier. As another one got teed up from the perimeter out to Steven Adams with another alley-oop. Not easy to do when you got that kind of assignment.
Yeah. How about Tim Hardaway Jr. on Monday night in New York?
Uh-oh. Thunder starting to heat up from downtown. Shot from the outside by the Pelicans. They just continue to fire. 4 out of 17 from 3. There's the rim run by Steven Adams. And another assist for Russell Westbrook. He's got 9 already in the first half.
It's just clear space with the basketball.
Yeah,
I got to see that again.
You don't use the basketball like a bumper. Didn't need a bumper there.
Yeah,
nothing but force from Steven Adams inside.
With just his body on that play. You know, that's another thing you have to deal with, Steven Adams. Eagle-eyes again by Russ. Come on.
What a great pass.
Yeah, that's just beautiful basketball.
Of half number 2.
And how about that rebound by Russell Westbrook? That's amazing that he can get that kind of rebound. Take it the distance of the court.
Oh, then on full display.
And you can't chase, you know, be looking for a triple-double. I mean, he just plays the game as Grant and the Thunder are lighting it up here.
So instead of going after the basketball, he just continued to put the pressure on as Schroeder steps into that 3. Dennis Schroeder from downtown. The Thunder got to seal up the lane. There's another missed 3, and that's what Pelicans have not been doing. And how about Patterson leaking out, getting in front of everybody in a big bucket for the Thunder. Either he can push, and the Thunder do a good job of getting out behind that defense. Patterson catches, launches, and swishes home another 3.
Career low at the free throw line for Westbrook. Good pass here, leads the NBA in assists. That was a great look to Ferguson underneath.
And shoot with range.
Good point. Westbrook kicks it out here to Grant. Driving on Giannis and gets it to go off glass.
And he's posting up. Bledsoe doesn't drive it. Bledsoe doesn't have the pick and pop release. So 2 examples of what he needs.
Ferguson comes back and knocks down a 3 to tie the game. Westbrook with a drive and kick. You know, he showed you those numbers as Ferguson hits. Shot clock at 5 for the Thunder. George. It's good. So smooth.
That's a good bailout.
Jeremy Grant drives, and it somehow goes in over Lopez. Kind of an awkward-looking shot, but it works.
I'm impressed by his ability to dunk with his left as vociferously as he does with his right. Steven Adams, the paint advantage is building up. That's a plus 12 in the paint for Oklahoma City.
He said he's met 14 of the other ones, hasn't met 3 of them. There's Schroeder from outside, a 3-ball, the 9th triple for Oklahoma City tonight. 53rd 3 of the year, a career high. From the elbow, Grant has scored the last 5, and the lead is 19 now for OKC. Right now they're 2 games out of the final spots in the playoffs, but obviously when James is healthy enough to play, that's going to change things. Schroeder connects, and there was contact, a 3-point opportunity as Wilson picks up the foul.
You think about the position that Oklahoma City's in. Russell Westbrook's not close to his best. Nice pass.
And it's Ferguson with the bucket.
He's got a chance to be able to step out and make 3s consistently.
He just needs the reps, David.
Paul George. Little pitch and catch between Noel and Westbrook. Westbrook. And Grant tosses it in. Make a serious run deep into the playoffs.
I would not want to catch the Oklahoma City Thunder in the first or second round.
Scoops and scores. There's the Frenchman. George left open in transition and capitalizes with the 3.
That's a 3 for Alex Abrines. Westbrook, and here he comes. Jeremy Grant.
Nothing out of it, but we had a good shot, high percentage shot.
Nerlens Noel. He missed the 3, the rebound. Westbrook. Throw ahead, and a dunk for Noel. Back-to-back buckets for Nerlens Noel.
Dinwiddie for the Brooklyn Nets, David.
Diallo on the receiving end of the lob. He really didn't have good handle on the basketball.
Great help coming from the weak side.
Pull up three, heat check. Schroeder now with 18 in the quarter. Fournier picks him up on a switch. Westbrook down low to Noel. Nerlens Noel ticking. Westbrook feeds Noel again. Same spot, same result. Gordon picks up a loose ball, then Noel is there to block his shot.
Noel has played an excellent basketball game as well.
That's his fifth block. And Jeremy Grant gets behind the Orlando defense.
Richardson starts on Westbrook, and Winslow's on Paul George. Allowed for Steven Adams. Steven Adams, one of several Thunder.
With a full shot clock.
George, first three of the night. That's good. Paul George rattles it in.
100 block seasons in franchise history, second only to Alonzo Mourning, who had over 100 blocks 8 times in his Heat career. Missed the shot badly, and here comes Westbrook hitting ahead for Paul George. Drives on Winslow and finishes. Right now, no derailing Paul George.
And playing at this level, really impressive.
Now the James Johnson triple helps. Here comes Steven Adams hitting the hook. So Adams and George, and off to Westbrook, who's averaging 11 assists, 11 rebounds, and nearly 22 points a game. But it's Paul George that has become the leader offensively with a blessing of Westbrook. 4:25 left, first quarter. Jeremy Grant rifles down the dunk for his first score. Here's Russell with 4 on the shot clock, working against Wade. Leaning in, finding Nerlens Noel. He took it right down to the last second on the 24-second clock before he got Noel. Miami 3 out of 14 from downtown. Schroeder, a 3. Unbelievable quarter for Dennis Schroeder.
3 different times in his career.
That was the second foul on Paul George. Miami's down by 19. Steven Adams on a gorgeous lob from Russell Westbrook. Doing what it takes to win with this team. He's already got 10 assists and 9 rebounds. Sets up Paul George. Bottoms up from downtown. Kelly Olynyk's second 3 in this quarter. Paul George, fast break score. And James Johnson brings it down. And Westbrook with the steal. Paul George for 3, yes. 18 points for Miami. The Heat are down by 20. Paul George, another one. He has just set a new career high.
But George has gone for 36, 37, and 43 in his last 3 runs, and they're demonstrating that he's one of the top two-way players in the league. Comes up with the steal. Ferguson got it. OKC number 3 in defensive rating. Boston number 2. Paul George with one of the easier shots made here so far this afternoon.
He's shooting over 41% and then 85 on the line.
Great feed by Westbrook to Adams.
And we'll see a lot of good passing tonight. Both teams very unselfish. Well, that's a guy understanding that once he's on my shoulder and I'm just going to move him out because of upper body strength.
And Paul George finding the range that time from deep. Right at the end of the shot clock, and back comes Westbrook. Got downhill and kicked it out to Schroeder. They've had great chemistry, and it continues here in Boston. 48-plus hours up high. Horford blocked by Grant.
See, that he's coming on in the shot blocking. He's second on the team.
And Schroeder in transition finally.
How about that off glass? Now, come on. Everyone says, well, you're always talking about him in off glass. Well, that was a spectacular shot, making all the correct passes.
Inside, Grant with the reverse. And
Good.
Westbrook with another dime.
Yeah. Well,
with the 3 ball.
It's time and time again.
Paul George with a little get back.
Boy.
Quickly at the other end, Paul George with 19. Off the Adams screen. Adams on the lob.
Oh, nice.
Those two are as lethal as it comes in the pick and roll.
I like the timeout. Very good timeout right now.
Loose ball, and Russ usually comes up with those. The lob,
nice.
The finish, Ferguson.
See, that was a great pass because of the speed. He looked right in there first. He didn't have it, so Tice moved out.
Patrick Patterson launching. It's nothing but straight.
and that misconception to rest. George off the screen, fires quickly and gets it to go.
Big thing here now is hyper. There it is.
Grant inside, turnaround and one.
Nice play.
The foul on Jaylen Brown.
You score quickly, and then you score quickly. You get into the defense and force them to call timeout. Or they're going
for the three ball. Grant, yes, and it's a 1-point contest.
Don't assume they're going to call timeout now.
Just over 13 a game, man. That is unbelievable for such a young team.
A little Euro step for Steven Adams as he slices through that Orlando defense.
No, that's the Kiwi step.
His 19th triple-double of the season finds Grant cutting to the rim. Beautiful play, beautiful feed, and Grant finds the soft spot in the D. And a lot of people with short memories and talk about leaving a lasting impression. That Celtics game certainly left a lasting impression as Jeremy Grant buries that wing three. Making his first 3 shots. Jeremy Grant, another acrobatic move as he was able to shed Fournier, find the leverage near the rim.
Paul George.
Obviously with Woj, bombs, and Shams. But if I'm the Pelicans, and George lines it up from downtown.
Man, thought that they're offering. Obviously, that's the talk of the NBA right now. Paul George lines up another 3. He says, hello, Vucevic. I got back-to-back. You just made one of them.
Grant drives, got the whistle. Does he get the continuation? He does. Well, the Thunder defense just has to get better. Nice backdoor cut. And it's Westbrook again, finding the slashing Ferguson.
That's it right there. Onto the shot clock.
There's Adams off the nice dish from Russell Westbrook. Of Vucevic.
And you want to continue to put pressure on them.
Another opportunity here for the Thunder to take the lead. Schroeder gives them the lead. Gordon trying to get Magic the lead right back, no good. It's Adams leaking out, caught the pass. Timeout, Magic. The Thunder have gotten stops, haven't been able to add to its lead. So the Magic got it down to 5, but how about that perfect play? The Westbrook to Adams happy melody shows up.
And I know that sounds kind of strange there. The Magic wants to shoot 3s.
Boy, Adams off that nice bounce pass from Westbrook.
The Magic let a lot of time go off this clock. If you're the Thunder, you don't even need to take a shot.
Westbrook skips it over to the wide open Nader 3.
Perimeter where he had that amazing ball handling skills.
Westbrook again to the post, scoops it out to Grant, who knocks it down right down the pipe.
And start putting those building blocks for the future.
Hey, behind you, group! Grant finds the soft spot, like he's been doing so much here. He was now 3 for 3. You know, he decided to stay a year at college, and it really hurt him. And Jeremy Grant splashes home another tray. Career high. Scoring has not been a problem for Conley on the season. And the Thunder come right back as Abdel Nader continues to stroke it from downtown.
Go from here with Anthony Davis. He says he wants to play. I'm not sure that management wants him to play. Schroeder feathers in a triple.
He passed it back out to the perimeter. Patterson, there's the two-handed stuff as he was able to slip behind Conley. Well, the Thunder trimmed the deficit down to 3. Westbrook blows by Watanabe. Sets it up as George tees it up from downtown.
You're knocking that down. Now you start to attack the painted area.
And another open 3. Jeremy Grant knew it was good as soon as Patterson let it fly. And the need for speed continues. Finds the open man. What a play! Westbrook finds his man in the corner. It's Paul George. Ended the first half on a 13-2 run. Over the final 3 minutes and 13 seconds to take the lead. Reappearing is Steven Adams and making his name. Taking 4 threes in the game. Kicked it over to the corner. Jeremy Grant not going to miss that one. Wide open. Another 3 for Grant, his 3rd of the night. So he was able to knock down a few in the first half. Westbrook, why not? Finds another open shooter. It's Ferguson who finally gets one to drop, and you can see the sigh of relief by the triple-double because he's done it so many times. Is if other players were doing it as often as he was, as Ferguson He's able to drain another 3-ball.
You can be going 110 miles per hour, but it doesn't look like it.
Well, Schroeder leads free, and he climbs the ladder for the dunk. It is absolutely freezing outside. Oh my goodness. Terrence Ferguson snatched that out of the air.
Just what the doctor ordered, an outstanding pickup by the Rockets, getting Kenneth Faried.
Paul George for 3. That's good. And his last couple of years, he's become one of the premier three-point shooters in the game. George again, another 3. George 2 for 2 from downtown. Fight for the rebound. They both go falling down. Harden a little slow to get up. Adams able to convert. The lead is up to 15. They're 8 for 13 from 3. Ferguson. Nice move inside.
So you have a free run to the rim.
Ferguson left open. And this young man really starting to become a terrific young NBA player. Only 20 years old. Westbrook comes in and takes it right out of his hands. Throws it ahead to George. George slams it home. And there's, again, OKC, their best defensively when they force the turnovers.
Oklahoma City has really activated their defense.
Ferguson line drive, nails the three-pointer, his 3rd of the game, and the lead is cut to 11. Adams able to grab it. Westbrook, nice back pass to Adams, eyes in the back of his head.
But I have to say, I'm one of those guys who find it at times monotonous.
I wasn't going to tell on you.
No, I do.
Now Rockets responded to an OKC run with one of their own. George for 3. Paul George now with 36, and it's back to 2.
And that also becomes a turnover for the Trailblazers as well. Something the Thunder have been able to do with them.
Well, the Western Conference Player of the Week, Paul George. Nurkic going to work. It looked like he got tangled up in the elbow with Adams. Here come the Thunder. Ferguson, that'll be a foul, count it.
They're missing layups, and you're getting turnovers.
Well, Raymond knocked out his first 3, making his first 4. 4 out of 5 in the game for Raymond Felton. The body of work is so good as Westbrook came back. Despite Lillard getting behind him, and he swatted it away. Felton wide open for 3. He's got another one. Kicks. 3. Boy, that was blocked. Westbrook grabs it out of midair. Finds Burton, slashed into the rim. Oh, he somehow contorts the body and he banked it home.
Steven is so big on the boards. I wreak havoc defensively. He can switch. Steven mans the paint. So the two of them combined show a lot of different looks.
Averaging over 37 over the last 8 games. No small sample size there. The contest at the rim. And George leaking out behind the defense and scores. Significant seat in the 3rd quarter. Westbrook back to Burton. Burton hangs. Oh, he got it to drop.
Wilt Chamberlain.
Well, it's easy to underappreciate the career of Wilt Chamberlain. It's not hard to appreciate Paul George as Westbrook has his triple-double. As Westbrook navigates the lane, slips it down to Adams, got it right back. So much unselfishness.
Little step back by Miller. And Westbrook pulls down the board. Long pass up ahead. Oklahoma City moves it well. And the first bucket knocked down. It was all good except the finish for Jrue Holiday.
Good defense by George, though. Never gave up on the play and really made Holiday work for that.
George knocks down a 3.
Stretch I like the most. He's averaging 17 field goals a game. Just, not forcing it. And an end one here for
30 range, 35 field goal attempts range. But with Paul George having the kind of year he's having, it's a new formula here. And right on cue, Westbrook sets up George for a 3-pointer. Not on the floor to start this second half. There is injury news on Davis. We'll hear from Lewis Johnson momentarily as Nerlens Noel springs free here that are thriving right now in the NBA. D'Angelo Russell for the Nets. As a foul and one opportunity. Offensive board. Diallo had it blocked. That was Ferguson flying high. Westbrook on the break, gives it up. And Nader scores and one. On 5 of 6 shooting. Chance for the last shot. Westbrook gives it up. Noel, little mid-range is good. Nerlens Noel. Westbrook back on the floor right away. On the take, gives it up. Noel gets a friendly bounce. A season high for Nerlens Noel. Second consecutive game after the birth of his child. Felton will let a 3 go. Hey!
Wow. Okay.
Raymond Felton with a 3-pointer. Oklahoma City ball here. They are down 8. Westbrook leaves it up for Steven Adams.
Yeah, maybe that'll go get Steven Adams going a little bit. He's had a really quiet night now, has Adams.
Things got very chippy, in particular between Ingles and George, who are guarding each other here on this possession.
I'll tell you what, Ingles and George did get chippy last year in the playoffs, but Paul George is taking a little offense to that.
Westbrook with his second rebound to go with 5 points and an assist. Gets around Rubio, leaves it for Adams, who puts it in with the left hand. Grant comes back with an answer from 3-point range. Here's Westbrook picking it up.
You can't let him get the ball at half court with 6 seconds. I mean, that's a lot of time to get something done.
Steven Adams from Westbrook at the buzzer. Meanwhile, Westbrook and Paul George have combined for 31, make that 34 of the 42 points in the half. 4-point Utah lead midway through the final frame. George drives and finishes for his 30th point. And they trail by 3 with 90 seconds to go. Mitchell guarding Westbrook. Shot clock at 8. George gets Mitchell off his feet and ties the game with a 3. And the extra pass to Rubio, who gives Utah a 3-point lead.
That's what you call a nice hockey assist right there.
Westbrook leaves it for Grant. He's fouled by Gobert, and he scores, so a chance to tie it at the line.
Bogdanovich is feeling it here in the first quarter. He's got 7 points, 3 of 3 shooting. How about that? Beautiful play. The happy melody of Westbrook to Steven Adams. Mid-season trade. Westbrook, perfect skip pass over to a wide open Jeremy Grant, who aims and hits that 3. The rim wide open for Willie Cauley-Stein. Ferguson steps in, and that's 2 in a row from downtown. Well, the Thunder had it down to 2. Now Jeremy Grant. That stops what was a 7-0 Sacramento run.
Murray can't get that one to fall. And I'm interested to see this matchup because that would look personal. That looked like he had some anger with that one.
And not to say that Raymond Felton wasn't effective, but with Schroeder, defensively he gets up and guard. On the offensive end, like Russ, he loves to push the pace. Speaking of pushing the pace, again, the unselfishness of Russell Westbrook early.
Coach had talked about when you're talking about OKC from an offensive standpoint, to move the ball and stay connected on the offensive end of the floor. But most importantly, as you see Steven Adams scoring right there.
Some guys will have to be hurt by you're going to have to tell them, though, you're going to have to sit on the bench and see a really nice dump-off pass there by Russell Westbrook.
But that first unit was really active with their hands, getting a lot of steals and deflections as Grant able to get all the way to the rim. Good cut there by Paul George, and he really bailed Russell Westbrook out on that play. The offensive rebound, and the Thunder back in attack mode. Grant knocks down. That's their 3rd triple already in this half.
So that took away that strong side pick and roll action that's been successful in that early transition for the Denver Nuggets.
How about that cut there by Ferguson from that tweaked ankle? Ran all the way to the rim. Nice acrobatic finish there.
And Bolden is way off from the corner. Westbrook, nice feed, and Grant puts it home.
Yeah, up and down action right now. This is the way OKC wants to play.
Got the step. It's kept alive by Johnson momentarily, and Westbrook with the feed. Schroeder goes 1-on-2. Yes, and it counts. The foul committed by KJ Redick. Westbrook's offense is all about being in rhythm. had a run of 3 consecutive 40-point games. This time he hands off to Adams, and his short hook connects.
Jimmy Butler came down and took the 3 there in the break, but Markieff Morris will help this OKC team. Just another solid player as you see him running the lane right now. What a nice cut.
Schroeder starting this second half and hits again. That's a 3 after the 1 for 7. Both clubs off at the moment. Grant able to control that pass. Timeout is called. Here in the second half, looking for his shots. Adams right back. Steven Adams.
They're going to need him making some shots down the stretch.
Here's Morris from the angle for 3.
Nice.
Well, he's had a resist as he sat through. Oh, it's a 3-pointer for Jeremy Grant. Westbrook, Ferguson got the step and scored, giving them a 6-point lead. 50 seconds to play in the fourth. Third 3 for Scott. Here's Morris. Easy layup.
Can't get complacent here, though. Keep your foot on the gas. And the Spurs, the only problem with this start, as Grant slams the dunk here and the feed from Westbrook, is that both Forbes and White picked up 2 fouls in the early part of this game. Aldridge has had 2 just bounce out on him now. Westbrook feeds Grant.
Well, the kid's got dynamite in his legs. Trying to find time for Powell. He could not find enough time for him out there on the floor.
Adams powers his way up with the left hand to score. Westbrook blocked by Pirtle. And Schroeder gets it. Westbrook gives it to Adams for the dunk. Wow. Steven Adams. You need to push you down the sidewalk. I know. Get your head right. Ferguson hits the jumper. After the Spurs go up 13. Davis and Pirtle trying to tag team him. And Adams still scores. He's just an animal.
That's an enormous shot there. It gives you a lot more breathing room. He puts a little pep in your step.
Schroeder hits the 3. Solid against Detroit. 110-94 here. Much better in the second half than the first. Ferguson hits the triple.
Start to notice guys that you played with, their kids showing up in the league.
Absolutely. And you know, and it's nice to see that. It's a nice floater. I like that shot off that zone defense. We talked about attacking the points.
But DeLon Wright, the man handling the basketball, has been pacing this offense. That one got poked away. And the Thunder's going to send it up the floor to Nader. Can he shed the defensive player? Nice plays. He scoops it up and in. For the first time since the end of December, early January, he's certainly picked up his game here over the last couple. Is Markieff Morris with the nice mid-range. In Memphis than he was in the Clippers. The Clippers obviously have been overshadowed with some better offensive players as Morris behind the tape, and he makes it 2 in a row. Markieff Morris, his 3rd consecutive game. Going to post up Steven Adams. Got away from one. Ball fake on Caboclo, and he backed it in. Tough play by Adams, but able to finish.
Nobody expected that it would be that long that he would be out. Noel, one-handed flip up and in. His dish. Trailed by 10 or more in 8 straight games this season. 8 straight games in this last stretch. Ferguson out of the corner, drills the triple.
But to get that much worse isn't something you see all the time.
Westbrook jumps it off for Felton, who drills the triple.
They're not empty stats like we've heard some of these people talk about.
Charles Barkley,
Jeff Van Gundy,
Paul George drilling the triple.
Minnesota trying to take away the 3-point shot. OKC is determined to get one.
It's Westbrook down low. Shot clock is at 3. Good scoop pass inside to George. Make a combined $66 million.
Goodness.
9-0 run, Grant 3. Book it.
Needed it.
Paul George has 22 points. Westbrook. Oh! Into Grant. Count it.
Can't imagine knowing the names of all your brothers and sisters. I call my sister Sis. I'm never quite sure what the name is. From the wing, a jump shot in the basket. Pace 13-7. Clippers lead by 6. George for 3. Bingo.
Just playing with so much confidence on the offensive end.
Clippers by 7.
See if the Clippers can take advantage of Paul George being off the floor.
Oh, inside. Beautifully done to Jeremy Grant.
Candidates is that Harden has just gotten so much media coverage for all these scoring games that he's had. You wonder if that's going to be a big influence in the voting at the end of the year. I know we've talked about this, Rob, but he has to start. Right? His
Schroeder
personality really, I think, sets a team.
Westbrook inside to Adams. Nice play.
Westbrook draws defenders. He knows it.
Under within 4. They'll bring Paul George in for what they hope will be a dramatic finish. 3-ball bingo.
First team foul here in the early going. There's Westbrook, Mr. Triple-Double. Jeremy Grant fires up a shot for 2. Korver on the lean in, try to bank it off the window. Grant's there with a rebound. Already 5 lead changes in this game. Adams runs and outruns Gobert.
Yeah, that's a play that you can't have happen.
And Adams kicks it over. OKC has the ball.
That hesitation in and out by Mitchell was nasty.
Adams so tough.
Well, the easiest way to keep this crowd quiet is making plays like that. As Dennis Schroeder off the inbounds pass, right at that elbow.
Here's Adams on a quick inbound. He'll jump hook it. That's a great shot. Adams with 10 points in the half.
You see that Rubio's missed. I think Donovan can do it at times, for sure. But throughout an entire game, you need another facilitator on the court.
Kyle Korver set to check in. Adams jump hook it, up and in. He is deadly from that spot.
Leading the charge.
84-77. This crowd is into it. Schroeder quiets the crowd with a 3.
Would give you a little argument on that one back in the day. But he rivaled Docker.
Yeah.
Docker Darno over.
Oh, they were close.
Yeah.
Paul George off glass and 1.
Leading the league. He's the only player in the league averaging over 10 assists.
Israel, what did Billy Donovan have to say? He's got to like that start by Adams. Westbrook getting into the paint. Adams going over Russell, and Steven Adams off to a much more favorable start here. Get it down to 5 here. Westbrook. Grant in rhythm for 3.
There you go. There you go. Maybe that will get Grant going also.
36% three-point shooter this year. Paul George working against Crabbe. And Paul George with the stare-down jumper. And, boy, in a blink, it's down to a 2-point game. But it came up short.
Yeah, he's been short all night. He gets down in there, gives you a lot of moves, but he's been short.
Schroeder, yes!
Yeah, this guy can shoot.
Westbrook on the blow-by inside.
Nice pass.
Nerlens Noel lost the handle, but it still went in.
Now, give Westbrook a lot of credit. He got down inside.
Going to be courtside, cheering him on. Up high for Steedham and Adams. Great play out of the timeout.
See, that's by design.
Good contest by Paul George. Westbrook with a dynamic crossover. Wow, what a play. He timed out Adams. A little more resistance.
Nice block.
Allen had it blocked, and here's Russ. Kicking it into gear. Grant for 3. Straight.
Yeah. I want to get something good here now. You get out a good foul.
Westbrook hot for Adams. How many times have we seen that movie?
No, it's been right on the money, though.
They average 10 steals per game. They've got Westbrook, George, and Adams. And that's a 3-point shot by Paul George. Westbrook got in the air, and a basket by Adams.
I say wow because just what you said. He got in the air and got lucky to make that pass. So you got to make him pick it up.
Now Matthews inside. It's knocked away, and this is a live ball turnover. And Westbrook and Grant lays it in. Pacers have started 1 of 5 from behind the arc, just 4 of 15 from the field, and now Schroeder hits a 3. And now Noel missed it, but Westbrook the offensive rebound. And a second three by Abdul Nader.
Ladies and gentlemen, you couldn't see. I gave Chris the strangest look, like, what is this with Bogdanovich to miss 2 free throws?
Steven Adams makes him pay. Westbrook and Adams again.
I'll tell you what, Steven Adams has terrific hands because that was a tough pass to catch.
7 times this year they've shot below 40%. They've lost them all, and that is a basket and a foul as George scores. Never have to worry about that. Absolutely, you're right. Here's Westbrook in the air to Morris for 3. And a 9th assist for Russell Westbrook. McDermott to the basket, and it crawls off the rim.
Good effort there by Thaddeus Young.
Schroeder steps into an 18-footer, and the lead is double figures for Oklahoma City. 96-90 as Domantas Sabonis has 22 off the bench. George in the corner hits a 3 over Bogdanovich.
I'm telling you, and it was not an easy play.
Talked about like Lou Williams and Sabonis. Grant, that's good. Jeremy Grant having his best season as a pro. Feed inside, Schroeder, nice pass from Russell Westbrook.
That goes overlooked by many, but when you're talking defense, you have to talk about that, his willingness to sacrifice his body for his team.
Schroeder knocks down the 3.
Ownership, management did an outstanding job of handling it, disciplining those involved. As George knocks down the shot.
Back up to 17. Who's going to get one to finally go down? And it's Grant. His second 3-pointer.
The best perimeter player. And defending the guards in this league is a nightmare now.
Paul George for 3. George trying to get it going. He's got 18 points. Westbrook to Adams. Adams this time lays it up and in.
You know how when you're suspended, like Westbrook is, it'll be 1/82nd of his salary? Don't you think technical should be the same thing? Shouldn't be $2,500, but Mike, I'm telling you, it's not good what's happening.
Yeah, big part of that trade, but let's call it like it is. Kawhi Leonard was chilling the other night.
Ferguson not chilling on the other end of the spectrum, heating up there with the 3. Schroeder, 3-ball, got it.
By Leonard.
Wade is back up to 14. Fred VanVleet with 19 tonight. And Markieff with the counter. Of his hard work this past summer, Leonard missing on the 3. Coach, one of the most eyebrow-raising things that I found in our discussion with him as Schroeder gets the bank shot to go. George for 3, got it. And it's a 5-point game.
You know, get a good 2-for-1 opportunity. Doesn't have to be a 3.
George over Leonard, yes! Oh, wow!
Through the first 3 quarters on a Wednesday night, Raptors were 13 of 24 as Grant gets that 3 back from 3-point range.
Defenders on him, a lot more ISOs, maybe a lot more ask him to go quicker in transition, you know, try to throw ahead to him and let him go a little more one-on-one.
This is a team that has designs on an NBA championship, but you were part of the first team to put a banner up, that division title. What do you remember about that year in Toronto specifically? We appreciate you joining us, and I know you're getting friends all over the place. Enjoy the rest of the evening.
Thanks a lot.
Guys, there he is, Jorge Garbajosa.
Remember Jorge, he was a physical 4-man. He had stepped out, knocked down the 3, moved the basketball like Marc Gasol does, and did so many good things to impact the team game.
The air nearly throws it away. Ferguson triggers it. Second chance opportunity here. Ferguson once again.
Can't give him that open look.
Comes up short there, but David West, what an outstanding career.
Yeah, he had a great career, you know, solid contribution.
Here's Westbrook attacking. Ferguson chased off the line, gets in the paint, and a nice move by Terrence Ferguson.
Had a various amount of injuries that could have easily sidetracked the Toronto Raptors. Instead, players like Pascal have kept them right up there.
2 starters remain on the floor for the Raptors, and a three-pointer by Morris. 79-78. Bats it out, scooped up by Westbrook. Ferguson, 3, good. And the largest lead for the Thunder, it's 4 into the front court. George, a 3, good. And a big lead now. Siakam there, screen comes. Schroeder, jumper. Man, he has been as tough.
Well, it's a whole lot of time left in this ball game. Just continue to attack that paint until you get what you want.
Grant goes right at Valanciunas. First bucket of the night for the Thunder.
A lot more vertical basketball, north-south basketball, and attacking of the rim. Jeremy Grant spots up for 3 and hits.
That's the reason why the Grizzlies are getting to the free throw line.
Grizzlies had their streak of 8 games, I should say, 8 home games. Here's Paul George for 3. 8 home games with 105 or more. That was snapped. Caboclo tonight. And answered on the other end by Ferguson. Morris in, so that means Valanciunas goes out for the Grizzlies and Ivan Rabb is in. Morris.
And there was no whistle.
Ferguson, a catch and shoot 3. 8 consecutive 20-point games to close out his collegiate career that ended in the Final Four. Westbrook, Ferguson hit another 3. Terrence Ferguson.
I just love how this Pacer team plays. They play hard, smart, tough, and together.
And a good sign, Jeff, for OKC. Steven Adams, there's no other way to put it.
No, but like Morning,
I kind of see you that way.
Morning, when we played Miami, took about 15.
Adams inside. Hey, Steven Adams is active here at the offensive end early in the game.
And he is a really good offensive player and a better defender than you would think.
His scoring has gone up 5 points a game since All-Star break, and Grant knocks down that long jump shot.
And I love this Pacer team because of their toughness, teamness, defense. As Adams, very aggressive again to score.
Jumper coming up short. Westbrook, great find and dime to Adams for the slam. Steven Adams with 14.
Coming out of halftime, everybody gets a good warm-up in before the game. The halftime warm-up, there's a lot of guys still straggling out.
Like got a little bit more
3-4, you know.
Okay. Inside, Adams with the floater. Boy, he has it working on all cylinders tonight. Quiet night offensively for Westbrook. Has been very deferential, and a good decision that time to Grant for the lead. Westbrook inside to Adams. Nice looking turnaround off glass with the left hand, Jeff.
The offensive player should try on defense in our game, okay? I think that's okay to, expect.
Okay, Ferguson with the alley-oop slam and the lead back up to 9. The lob, Adams! Oh, bringing some smoke!
The first one he made was tough. That one was easy.
Here's Grant left open in the corner. Little payback on the 3.
What you don't want him doing is becoming the playmaker that he is so important to for this Denver Nuggets team.
Jeremy Grant comes back down. And some issues has been all the different motion and cutting of the Denver offense. George goes right at Jokic and finishes over the top of the big man. Another one is crashing the defensive glass. Things that take a lot of focus is Jeremy Grant picking up where he left off against the Pacers as he drains another 3. Shooting 75%, that has pushed the Nuggets to a 5-point lead. George again, same play, almost this time at Barton, who contends that he stood his ground, but George can get in the and 1 for the possible 3-point play. he might be one of the last guys picked on the playground.
And that's what's so great about this game. It's still a skill game. That's a skill right there from downtown.
The kick out, another open three. This one is Morris. Caught by Westbrook midair. The reload three. Give him a second opportunity. Why not?
That's a lot harder. It's easy to say than it is to do.
Adams finishes over Mason Plumlee.
Steve Adams all over him. Give Murray credit. He made a tough shot.
The skip pass, and we are tied as Jeremy Grant delivers the three. And in order to keep it up, keep the pressure on, you got to keep it at single digits. George made one, make it two, as he splashes home another three. Nick Gallo.
Well, as Chris, as you just mentioned, the Thunder's defense has held up for the most part, forcing Dallas into a 1-for-7 start here early, and that's key to just stay into the game.
And Harris, 14 off the bench for Dallas, 5 out of 5 from the floor. And Adams with authority inside, going right at the rim. 7 feet behind the three-point line with 8 seconds on the shot clock.
I don't know, maybe he got a little confused as to how much time was left. You can't do that with Paul George.
There's some shirt marksmanship from Paul George.
And that's one thing the Thunder have been able to do with this team is force turnovers in the first 3 series. They're averaging about 23 turnovers a game as the attack offensively continues. This time, it's Mr. Adams saying thank you very much.
And Westbrook trying to pick up the pace for the Thunder. The lob, and Adams, once again, the happy melody. Westbrook to Adams on the alley-oop. Throughout the season, got 6 offensive rebounds, 4 defensive rebounds. And on the season, he's got more offensive rebounds than defensive rebounds. Now he goes off the deck, taking the young fella, Dwight Powell, and showing off those big man skills. Westbrook takes a bump. Adams waiting for the pass and scores.
Every now and then you get rewarded.
Grant straight away, right down the pipe. Jeremy Grant picks the best time to drain his first 3 of the game. Talk about takes, Adams' activity. When he makes plays, it tends to energize this Thunder team. Can Grant make it 2 in a row as he was camped down in the corner? Buries a massive 3. Series of moves, got caught in the air, throws it away. Westbrook looking for some teammates, trailing the play. Oh, Jeremy Grant finds a crease inside, contact, and got it to go.
His offense and offensive rebound has been stellar as well.
Grant cutting to the basket on the inbounds play, executed brilliantly by Westbrook on the inbounds play.
The fadeaway misses. There's that trust you talked about, Smitty Ferguson back door.
And set the tone and the pace of the game. And he does just about as good a job as anyone starting the game off with his intensity as George gets the dunk. Unique personality that he's ever coached. But he really enjoys coaching them because he always enjoys the game as Grant knocks down the long 3.
You know, they're so good at OKC being able to switch. Even you can switch.
Oh! The alley-oop to Adams.
That's nice. That's nice. Where Pope knocks down the short-range J. You know,
again, back-to-back possessions.
Westbrook right now, he has the pace of the game going. Of a basketball game, you got to understand the tempo that you want to play at and the tempo that the other team want to play at.
That's 3 buckets in a row. 2 alley-oops and a left-hand kisser off the glass for Steven Adams.
A guy that can space the floor for LeBron James. They were trying to acquire a lot of shooters. He's one of those bigs that can do that.
Jeremy Grant with the fadeaway floater.
Schroeder, Schrader, all them.
You know what I'm saying?
You don't sound like Brian Mumbles tonight, do you?
Good play.
Oh, nice by Ferguson. Rondo with the finger roll, a little too much.
Good pass.
Oh, man.
As you can see, the Lakers are playing loose. They're coming out. They're shooting a lot of threes. On the run out.
That's a strong man there.
Westbrook hits Adams. He's finishing out the season.
Yeah, and I thought he was fantastic, guys, at the beginning of the season, playing with LeBron and those guys. And I've been waiting for Nerlens Noel because he can be a huge factor coming off the bench for the Thunder. Now let's watch this offensive execution right now. Good play by Paul George stepping out.
Oh, he gets the roll.
A nice pick and nice delivery from Russell Westbrook to Paul George.
As with all of these players, not only can he be a coach on the floor, but he can also critique him on the floor.
Good job, Dennis Schroeder going back door. Perfect bounce pass by Russ. Oh, Russell Westbrook with the pass to Noel. They were plus threes in the first half, but also I was a little disturbed looking at the stats. Russell's looking. Russell struggling from the field right now, 2 of 13 from the field, but assist. Another assist by Russell Westbrook. 16 assists. Ferguson with the 3. With the 3 misses. Russell again from the other 3 for Ferguson. Good again. 17 assists by Russell Westbrook here in the third quarter. There's no way he shot that one off the glass on purpose. Good bounce pass and finish by Grant from Russell Westbrook. 18 assists. Let's see where the Thunder go. Pick and roll to the basket by Grant. Another assist for Russell Westbrook. 19 assists. Make him use their Google. Oh, goodness. Drop off pass to Adams. That's 20 assists. Schroeder, deep 3. He puts his head down and says, finally one goes in.
They give the benefit of the doubt to the offense.
He brought his A game early.
And the Thunder come back with the same play as Westbrook puts it on a platter for Steven Adams.
They're doing a lot of that heavy lifting and finding a guy who he's found over 60% of his assists is Steven Adams.
But that smooth stroke from Paul George. Assure him the triple-double average for the season as there's a forced turnover underneath, swiping it away from Drummond. Now Jeremy Grant sweeps across the lane, right around Ellington and scores. And one of the things we've heard, Michael, over the last week is Paul George, another sweet stroke, mid-range, about 16 feet.
3-point shot.
Westbrook with the missile inside. Jeremy Grant took a bump outside the block and somehow banked it in. 10 out of the first 14 shots have been from 3. As Jeremy Grant steps into one straight away, right down the pipe. Jeremy Grant knocks it down. Finds the slashing Dennis Schroeder on the weak side. Beautiful play in the dish by Westbrook. He's been active here coming off the bench. Morris, the kick out. Schroeder, catch fire 3. That's good. And that's going to feel good for Dennis Schroeder. He was 3 for his last 17 from 3. Westbrook going right back at him. Morris, he launches from downtown, and the 3s all of a sudden are contagious with 2 in a row. 2 consecutive losses. He had missed the last 3 games. We take a look at tonight's halftime leaders given by AAA Insurance. First shot of this third quarter is a made 3 by Paul George.
Head coach Dwayne Casey, you just took a look at, knows he's in the zone right now.
Speaking of in the zone, Paul George has been in the zone here in this third quarter. Snatched away by Jeremy Grant. Westbrook scoops it down, and Adams with no apologies on the night. And another thunderous slam. Westbrook wants to push for the Thunder. Spins, kicks, Adams, another slam.
Thunder enjoying their largest lead of the night right here.
Westbrook tight roughing the baseline, finds the open man. Jeremy Grant splashes home another 3. Westbrook charging hard, finds the open man. Jeremy Grant aims, fires, and hits another 3.
The son of Flip Saunders. And the speculation is that he will return next year. Nothing official has been said as Ferguson knocks down the 3-pointer.
He's very good when he's going at the basket. Good spin there to get himself a little mid-range shot.
Ferguson goes inside on a nice feed from Westbrook. And a 20-year-old Ferguson is 2 for 2. OKC, they love to push. Westbrook fakes the pass. George for 3.
So he's going to be wealthy beyond all means. But what does he want to be remembered as a professional player?
Towns lost it. Reading stats, you're not a big stat guy.
I'm really not, too. I was unfortunately reading an article that had that stat, and it stuck out to me.
It's 12 different stops. A couple of teams he's played with twice. Doesn't hit the free throw. Westbrook, nice feed inside, and Adams using the left hand.
Is up and down.
Westbrook, Noel, thought about it, shot it, and hit it.
Brian Saunders about that, and he said, our guys have proven all season long that they will respond. He goes, remember, I took that quick timeout early in the game. I didn't want to do that, but it helped.
Just a half game back of 6th, just a half game ahead of 8th. Westbrook, Grant. Three-pointer's good.
And that speaks exactly to what Mark was talking about. Well, he scored huge in this league.
Average
right
from
from day
24
one.
one
Exactly.
year. Grant, another nice move down the other end. Starting to come alive here in this third quarter. Paul George. Well, that's a difficult shot. Okogie was all over him.
If you bring up Haywood, he could be a difference maker for Boston. His ability to get his own offense. He's playing with much more confidence.
Speaking of playing with confidence, Schroeder knocks down another.
Well, that's Westbrook. And I think sometimes people give referees or people in general too much credit to be able to process things like who the player is or who the foul is on.
And to me, I was saying this earlier, but the assistant points to me don't astound me as Morris scores.
Star player for Duke Blue Devils.
Westbrook drives, nice feed inside. Morris the fake, and Morris the finish.
How great has Gordon been since the All-Star break? Really has picked up his game at the offensive end.
That shot will drop in, and Ferguson, Harden on the wing. He has not attempted a shot, and here he goes with his first one inside. He was defended by Grant down court. Ferguson slides into Gordon and gets it to go in. Games this season. Harden, 3, no. Rebound by Ferguson. Inside they go, and there's Paul George. Protection on defense. Inside score, Ferguson 3. Rebound Westbrook outside. Grant with a 3.
When Harden made that 3 before, it was because Adams had switched out. They came back and ran the same play. Adams was reluctant to switch as Paul George knocks down the 3.
Well, so much to be decided here. The next 24 hours as Westbrook tees it up for Ferguson, and he drains another triple. Terrence Ferguson, who had 11 points on Sunday.
In fact, over this 6-game winning streak, have averaged only 9 turnovers. Ferguson inside. Westbrook with the feed, counted for 2 and a foul.
Harden with the steal here. Oh, look at the hands by Grant in the recovery.
Grant knocks it away, no call. Westbrook shifting gears. Here a corner 3, good! Put up and in by Ferguson. Here's some of their stories in the Jack Daniels Behind the Game series. Oh, he goes up high! And that Adams puts it down hard. 2-point game, here comes Westbrook. Off to Adams, Westbrook corner, George for the lead.
Been contested a little bit and got it knocked away, but you see what he can do. And one of these times he's going to throw it down nasty. From the corner. He's been given credit for being such a good center shooter, but there is no question after watching an entire season, not missing a game, this guy is an absolute shooter.
And over 2 made threes a game.
Yeah, it shows where the game is at.
Three-pointer, Schroeder.
Brook Lopez has had a big reason with why this team has 60 wins this year.
Well, winning 60 on Sunday was critical in my view. You get that out of the way, then tonight you can do what you have to do. Bucks up by 2, take away Oklahoma City, 24-22 Milwaukee. LAU pass converted by Ferguson from Westbrook for the tie. And now Westbrook drives and kicks. Jeremy Grant.
I believe that was Eric Lewis making the call. Oh, Kevin Cutler, excuse me. Ferguson, oh, he knocks down another 3.
The first round opponent for Milwaukee as they begin what they believe will be a deep playoff run. Adams with the flush.
They're going to push the pace.
Three-pointer Raymond Felton. Make a little switch there, kind of a double switch, if you will, if I can use that analogy. Jeremy Grant. The Bucks have trailed by 14. They have cut it in half. 3 on the way, last shot of the half. And it's a 3-point make by Raymond Felton. Then you had Oklahoma City with the game winner by Paul George to beat Houston.
the charges he called. So there is an art to taking the charge, and it's not necessarily a flop, but more of a defensive strategy.
No Giannis tonight, no Brook Lopez. Load management in the final game of the season. Oh, Jeremy Grant inside, a reverse. That's another reason why the Bucks have been able to move from last to first in rebounds, because the guards have picked up their rebounding. He needs 2 rebounds. Nader, and 1.
Costing him that. Oh, my goodness.
24 with 13 assists, 6 rebounds for Frazier.
Jeez.
Schroeder, a new season high, 23.
How far skill has come in this league.
Paul George a little closer, but same result, although one missed point. That had to be a 30-footer. He was beyond the 28-foot. Westbrook. Adams with the flush. Time. Westbrook hearing the booze, which he frequently does on the road. Nice little slip pass to Adams. And Steven Adams off to an excellent start. Westbrook inside, Steven Adams. Adams has 11 of their 23 points. One of the premier coaches. He has done such a terrific job. 6 straight years in the playoffs. Ferguson, three-pointer is good. OKC can use some help shooting right now. Lillard is such a special player. But boy, McCollum, he is so crafty offensively.
He's a guy that Schroeder knocks down the shot, but he's a guy that is an all-star level player.
Thunder's defense has really gotten good this quarter.
Nice feed inside, and George finally sees one go through the hoop.
Yeah, let's see if they can get Paul George some easy shots. He had 15 threes. See if they can get something where he's attacking, and they immediately go into big Steven Adams, and nice jump hook. Good play there coming out of off the jump ball there.
First basket of the game.
Gotten to landed all the big guys and spun it up off the board.
George got some separation on Aminu and knocks it down. Paul George watching him shoot.
He avoids a man at the rim. He goes by Grant, and Baby's one-upping him with a backhand scoop. Back comes Westbrook. And with Ferguson, they connect on a long lead pass for a dunk.
Oklahoma City did a nice job there, making sure Cantor was not involved in that board. Here's Adams, got it deep, score it, and 1 for the Thunder.
Great matchup, he and Russell Westbrook.
He's hit his second 3. Cashes in a 4-point play. The lob set up Westbrook to Adams.
Nice.
Well executed by the Thunder. Really make a decision with Cantor on this, who had such a great game 1, and he just let Steven Adams shoot right there without any hassle whatsoever.
So skilled and comfortable when pressure is presented in front of him defensively.
Adams, nice little soft touch on the feed from Westbrook.
He missed the playoffs last year, had a severe knee injury. Outstanding defender. Adams just walling off some space in the paint.
Be in this position to be able to have both of them play. I mean, I don't even have words to describe it. I'm just living my best life right now.
Well, that could be a big shot. Mark that one here in the 3rd. Westbrook, a lead for Noel. Two-handed jam. Tremendous playoff game. Even in their sweep last year, McCollum was outstanding. Good rim run by Grant. Two-handed jam for the Thunder, so now they're starting to get something moving.
Yeah.
Stretch their lead to 16, which is where it was when we started this 4th. Up top, Westbrook to Steven Adams. Adams got it to Ferguson. Another opportunity here for Oklahoma City. And there's George. Another 3 is up, and finally the Thunder see one go through.
6. They're going right back to the high pick and roll, putting Cannon into action.
Adams, perfectly executed.
You're going to have to outplay another elite player standing alongside him.
There's no way Westbrook wanted to come off him as well. Grant, open look. That's a 3.
And a fresh 14 for the Thunder. Diving to the rim is Adams, who flushes it down with one hand.
Basically, you have very little time to insert a guy and generate chemistry.
Westbrook, nice feed. Adams, the flush.
Again, both teams, that's what they spoke about.
Adams goes past and scores on Leonard. 6 points for Steven Adams.
I'm surprised that an ex-player would say that. I could see a coach, maybe.
Westbrook, Morris.
He took off the headband and threw it at our cameraman. Jeez.
Adams. Westbrook with a rebound. 11 points, 6 assists, 4 rebounds for Westbrook. Steven Adams. He practices that little floater, and it's been effective. 5 of 6 from the field tonight. Russell Westbrook, #1 in the NBA in assists per game this year, as George hits a 3 and a foul. Westbrook feet inside and the finish.
So crafty with the basketball. Elevates, uses the contact, gets to his spot.
Grant for 3. Jeremy Grant 4 for 4 from downtown.
Come up, just make the right play.
Westbrook to Grant. Grant layup, he banks it home.
This is such a big game, this game 4. Headed back to Portland for game 5 as Paul George buries his first shot in the 4-game series this year. And this is game 4 of these playoffs, and it's 2-1 Portland as Paul George hits a little mid-range jump shot.
Drew 2 to him, had Adams come over to contest, and Cantor just followed up easy.
Raymond Felton feeling it tonight. His second made 3. For his first make, Damian Lillard is 0 for 6. Grant wide open in the corner. Yes, sir. Hitting the threes. He's got 14 in this game. And 3 made 3-pointers. There's an answer by Paul George. Schroeder gives it to Westbrook. Westbrook on the attack, kicks it. 3-pointer is up from Grant. It's good. Big shot.
That's a 5-point swing right there.
George never got to the other side of the floor. He's camping for 3, and he hits one, and he's still barking at the officials. Russell Westbrook in transition. Nice pass. Adams is fouled, and count it. Steven Adams will go to the line. A chance at 3. George, in just 5 minutes, has 9 points already. Hasn't missed. And a high percentage shot inside here. And Paul George now with 11 points. 11 points in this one already. Here's Westbrook, finds Adams. A flurry of moves, and Adams scores again. Strong inside.
Nice baseline on a bound play. Just that was set up to get Leonard that easy shot, and it worked perfectly.
Inside, Noel hangs and gets the friendly roll. That ties Terry Porter for most in Portland postseason history. 113. Grant with an answer to quiet him down.
Going to go in the locker room, and Collins comes in for the last few seconds there.
Here's George. Had a big first quarter. George with a 3, and he hits it at the buzzer. Big shot, Paul George. He hit a 31-footer in the first half. That was at least 32 or 3. Cantor back on the floor as Adams scores. And into the hands of George. That was close. Westbrook for George. All the way in for the layup. On the floor for Ferguson. So you got Schroeder, Westbrook, and George goes all the way in, scores the layup for the Thunder. Westbrook trying to find some space to get in the lane. He kicks it. Jeremy Grant for 3. Yes! Nice. Big shot for Jeremy Grant. Free throws for Lillard. Lillard now fires up a 3. And Westbrook clears it away. Up ahead, Grant running the floor. And Grant goes, and he scores! Count it! Jeremy Grant! A chance at a 3-point play.
Everybody's involved.
Westbrook gives it up. Schroeder. Shot fake. Schroeder for 3. And another big hit for the Thunder.
Just got to keep moving the ball and trusting each other through Portland.
Westbrook. Hot pass. Handled by Grant. And Grant scores again. Westbrook gives it to George. George will pull the mid-range, and he hits it, and the Thunder regain the lead.